Well, I'm gonna jet a while here. This is not for the motorcycle crowd or anything. This is basic for people on the bridge that want to move up the bridge or something like that. I'm here at Sturgis. I'm back here in Broken Spoke Campground. You can hear they got a concert over there. Everybody's kind of moving out. Make a long story short, bike broke down. I've been kind of stranded for 3 days. But I wanted to make, right after I got sick there and almost kicked a bucket, I wanted to make some notes on dying. I think that would be very useful for people to see OT's viewpoint and attitude and stuff when confronted with dropping the body, you know. And I almost did. I was too panicked not to, you know. So anyway, one of the things that they tell you, you know, your life's gonna flash before your eyes and all that stuff, and probably not. I don't think so. Didn't nothing flash for me anyway. Alright, but of course, you know, all my track is open and I ain't got no bank or nothing to be doing anything with me. It's just a matter of fact, you know, the body's a carbon oxygen motor. It gets old, breaks down, dies. You've had billions of them, you know. Not to say I'm not attached to this one. I am, you know. I got 8 dynamics like everybody else. But what I did take a look at is not what I had done. I had lofty goals when I was a kid about what I wanted to be and leave in the world. Well, I actually left something more lofty than I ever dreamed possible when I was a kid. You know, here I'm a OT for most of my life now, and I've audited thousands of people and give lectures to hundreds and hundreds more, and pretty much freed up a pretty good chunk of people that was stuck in the ooze. And I still have some of that left to do. Basically what I'm going to do is go to Russia and I'm going to do all of the advanced clinical courses one at a time and get them all translated into Russian while I'm giving them and stuff, and it'll be an invaluable contribution to the Russian people to see, you know, it's like a third-hand Scientologist. I never worked directly for LRH, but I worked for a lot of people that he trained. So, and you know, particularly the Russians, everybody wants to come, oh, I want to exteriorize, you know, and they might as well tell me I want to run away from life, you know, because that's all it is, being trapped, can't get out, you know, whatever, forced in, pulled in, all that button bank bullshit, you know. So, but when confronted actually with kicking the bucket, not thinking about it, well, for the last couple of years, because about 3-4 years ago, I got pretty bad heart pain. I thought, I didn't know what it was. And then it slowed, you know, everything just kind of got worse for about 3 years, and I wound up in the emergency room, fucking almost dead, man. They took 30 pounds of water out of me in 2 days. I just so filled up with water that I was suffocating my own juices. And then I started feeling better and better and better, so I decided to take this bucket list sort of deal. I wanted to go all the way across the country and just stop and get a job washing dishes or whatever, just, you know, and take 2 or 3 years, whatever it took to get all the way across the country and see everything and kind of have fun. And so I thought, well, you know, I got my Russian buddies. I can't be taking a year of, you know, I could drop dead any minute, you know. It's not the likelihood is almost nothing of it, but in the last couple of days I haven't even been taking my meds because I'm down there in the heat and shit, and these medicines screwing my heart and blood rate and stuff, and I know the signs now. If I start gaining water or something, it's time to. But anyway, so I decided I'd go on this bucket trip to Sturgis. Now it's a long ways. It's 1,400 miles, 1,400 miles. It takes me 4 days, and that's 350, 400 miles a day, and that's a hell of a lot of miles on a motorcycle, I'm telling you. Kind of gives you time to think about some stuff covering distance like that. But anyway, I thought I would get this done. I don't give a damn if I die. I'm going to die doing something, at least one last time, because when I get back, I plan on selling all my stuff and going to Russia. And, over there I'm a famous person, nice guy, blah, blah, blah. Here I'm just an old man, in this case, broke down on a Harley. And so the point about notes on dying. When I was pretty sure I was only going to live a couple more days or maybe a week, there's some damn flies around here. They live the way I smell. But, what was I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, notes on the bucket list, you see. So I'd do that, and then I'd go to Russia and do whatever I did and make these lectures and make a final contribution, because one of the things when I was about to die, because everybody thinks they're going to die in their sleep or whatever, you don't think you're going to have a suffocating, painful motherfucker kill you off. But what you do when you look at it, I just looked at, well, did I do anything that I regret, Not so much in the past I regretted shit. Right now in present time with dead body, anything you regret, Well, I just regretted, the only thing I regretted was that somebody was going to have to throw out all my trash, you see. Because I got a lot of trash and a bunch of, some people's trash, some other people's gold, but a lot of being a mechanic and building hot rods and stuff and having a machine shop. I got all kinds of shit that needs to be got rid of, and don't want to just throw it away or give it to some greedy fucker to buy it at auction or something. I'd rather give it to a kid that wanted to be a machinist and give him a goddamn lathe. Because I'm dead, what am I going to do with it? Money ain't going to do me no good, you see. And that's the only thing I regretted, that I had valuable stuff that was going to get wasted and I could give it to some kid, you see. I could help my own future by giving whatever I got left to some kid that's going to make a better tomorrow for me if I decide to come back in a meat body. I probably will, I think. Because it's not a bad game, and as an OT, hell, it's a great game because you're not keyed into all the bullshit. So anyway, and I didn't regret anything that I had done. Everything I did at the time, I didn't know any better, I wouldn't have done it. I made the best decisions I could possibly make my entire existence. Just sometimes I had bad data and shit, Now, I know that there's a almost endless, infinite up of the bridge of spiritual beingness and stuff, and I know this body is more or less genetically contaminated, you see, by my parents and by me, and all the drugs and bullshit that you take into your body. I mean, this thing I shouldn't fail at 65 years old, but I treat it pretty rough, that's true. But anyway, the thing was that I wasn't at all afraid of dying. I was afraid for the suffering that would convince me that that was it. The body was not worth hanging on to no more. Because in OT you fly around and things, but you've always got this anchor point of a live body that you can rely on. I'm sure once the body's dead, it'll just be very calm and know exactly what I'm going to do. But there won't be no weird pictures or implants or any bullshit whizzing in on me and making me do any damn thing except what I decide to do. And so there's no fear of death for me. I think it's a bigger fear to me to be able to see 360 degrees all the time, well, like when you move out of the body with good perception, if I can see all around. I don't know if I want to confront that much perception yet. You see, I'd rather be, looking at two eyeballs and have it kind of confrontable and I can do something with it. Because I haven't died since I've been OT. Once I'm OT and die once, well, I'll go, fuck, that's easy, Hell, it's maybe so easy that I just don't even worry about it. Just grab another body right away and start making it be handsome and smart. But I can tell you that you should probably reevaluate some of the mess that you collect in your life. You know, the cars and tools and houses and sticks and stones and whatever junk you got in your house or wherever you're at. You probably got a whole lot of junk that you're never going to use really, but you think you might one day or something. And the thing is that when you got all this junk, you have to take care of it, you see, or somebody might steal it or this or that or the other thing, and if you don't have it, then you don't have no worries about that. You're not, you know, one more pin to the physical universe, you know. So that would be the only advice I could give from right now what I'm thinking of here in the 75th Sturgis Convention, being broke down and having the wrong end of the stick for 3 days. I drove 4 days to get up here. Got one day of looking for a phone in and one day of driving, looking at the mountains, and then my bike broke, and I've been laying here in this damn hot tent for 3 days, you know, well, and down there in the hot streets. So I wasn't really important about a bucket list thing, it's just one thing that I wanted to do. So now I think what I'm going to do, I've had my motorcycle fun, you know, yeah, I went, you know, 3,000 miles and spent my ass in a tent, and it'll probably be something really to laugh at when, you know, 5 years from now, or tell my stories to my Russian pals. And you know, I've been mechanically, I don't really see wogs at all, you know, all I see is my PCs and things, and so now I'm right in the middle of a whole bunch of them. And it's amazing, you know, the tone scale is absolutely accurate, all of the tech is absolutely accurate about everything, and it's really easy to figure out what people are doing or what they need and want, and communicate to them and everything like that. But one thing I did notice, boys, mostly really nice people. And so really the only thing that's important in this universe, none of this physical universe is really important at all. You know, it's just a matter of opinion if it's even there. But the live ARC, you see, talking to another Thetan doing something. He's over there, you know, trying to nail his tent down or something and looking backwards at the directions, and you go over and say, hey, you know, I can help you with that. And then he's not got enough case where he's, oh no, I'm fine. But he goes, yeah, if you would, you know. And that's the thing here, I found that people freely give and receive help, which is, that's pretty damn sane, you know. That's a whole grade in itself, problems and stuff. But it was just in a kind of a bucket list sort of thing that what I'll do when I get back, I'll just sell my motorcycle and I'll recover the money that I basically have borrowed to get it fixed and still have a few $1,000s. And if I wanted another motorcycle, I'd be better off to spend $2,000 or $3,000 and buy a really nice Japanese water-cooled something. But anyway, like I say, we're going to come to Russia, and so I don't know how long this thing is, but I'll kind of cut it off here for now. First, lecture 1 on notes on dying, and I will see you later. You'll probably be the first one to see it, Misha, and everybody else, you know, as we go along. So I'll keep you updated. It's supposed to have my bike tomorrow. Well, not for this series, but in the regular video that I'm taking. So I'll see you guys later, and I'll try to think more about what I was trying to do, making this death lecture series, instead of going out and kind of wasting time breaking motorcycles and sitting in the heat. You know, I'd have probably been better off making lectures. But the thing is that I got out of that whole environment where it was bad for me, and I'm up here in the trees and stuff. There's none right here, but there's a lot of them over there, and it's really cool and calming and peaceful. So, you know, expanding my space another 1,500 miles is an OT, with, you know, some hardship, shit breaking down and having to fight and survive, and but you just keep on going, you know. Pretty soon you bang your head on a rock enough, pretty soon that rock's going to break. May take a while, but it's just a lesson that, well, if there is one here from an OT, that you don't give up. I mean, yeah, bad shit happens, you know. Sometimes it gets piled on top of bad, on top of bad, on top of bad, and it looks black everywhere. But didn't kill you the first 100,000 times it happened. Probably won't kill you now. Probably won't kill me. So, but it was fortunate to have an OT get close to passing over, and I think that me making these lectures for people, you know, it'd give them some technology that would be directly related to it, and kind of my thoughts on what's going on and what my life was worth and everything. And so my whole life I've been trying to help people with Scientology, and now that I'm old and if I'm a little sick, so fucking what? That's still what I've been doing my whole life, and I don't really want to change, you know. And here in America, you're really not appreciated. And in Russia and Europe, you know, I'm looked at as a considerably wise old guy, you know. But not here. I'm just, you know, all broke down biker here. So I'll see you guys later. That's the end of this first video.